ಉಡುಪಿ ಜಿಲ್ಲಾ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ಅನಿವಾಸಿ ಭಾರತೀಯರ ಹಾಗೂ ಪ್ರಬುದ್ಧರ ಗೋಷ್ಠಿ ಮಣಿಪಾಲದ ಹೋಟೆಲ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಇನ್ ಸಭಾಂಗಣದಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆದಿದೆ. ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ವಿದೇಶಾಂಗ ವ್ಯವಹಾರಗಳ ಖಾತೆ ಸಚಿವ ಎಸ್ ಜೈಶಂಕರ್ ಭಾಗಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದರು. ಪ್ರಧಾನಿ ಮೋದಿ ಆಡಳಿತ, ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಸಮರ್ಥ ನಿರ್ವಹಣೆ ಬಳಿಕ ಭಾರತವನ್ನ ಜಗತ್ತಿನ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಗಳು ನೋಡುವಂತಹ ದೃಷ್ಟಿ ಬದಲಾಗಿದ್ದು, ಸಬ್ಕಾ ಸಾಥ್ ಸಬ್ಕಾ ವಿಕಾಸ್ ನೆಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ದೇಶ ವಿದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾರತೀಯರ ಹಿತಾಸಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನ ಕಾಪಾಡಲು ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಬದ್ಧವಾಗಿದೆ ಎಂದರು. ಇನ್ನು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಉಡುಪಿ ಶಾಸಕ ಕೆ ರಘುಪತಿ ಭಟ್, ಕಾಪು ಶಾಸಕ ಲಾಲಾಜಿ ಆರ್ ಮೆಂಡನ್, ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಜಿಲ್ಲಾಧ್ಯಕ್ಷ ಕೊಯಿಲಾಡಿ ಸುರೇಶ್ ನಾಯಕ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಹಲವರು ಭಾಗಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದರು.
Having debt, they are not able to meet their education, their health, their development expenses. It is our responsibility today as G20, just as we say Sabka Saath Sabka Vikas, internationally also. It is our responsibility today, which we have taken up under Narendra Modi, to speak for all the developing countries of the world. So we actually in the month of January did meetings with 125 countries, and their point of view we are putting across in the G20. So what we are doing today is not only for India, it is actually in the true spirit of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. We are doing something for the world, which is why today our G20 is so important. Now, you must also understand that in this period, the impression of the world about India has changed. And I say this to you very, very frankly. I started my service in the government when one Gujarati was Prime Minister, Morarji Desai. I have privilege of serving. You are sent for training, exposure to the rural areas. So I actually did my exposure in Chikkodi in Belgaum district. And at that time, I remember traveling. It was first time, in fact, I came to Dakshina Kannada, to Mangaluru. It was late 70s. Now, when I remember what the world used to say and think and treat us then, today when I see the world, believe me, I can see the difference. Now you will say, okay, that is over 45 years. But I also say something to you. I still remember how we were treated before 2014 and how we are treated today after 2014. And I will give you the reasons why today the world looks at us very differently. First reason is how we handled COVID. You know, I told you about G20. In the month of January 2020, there was a meeting of all the G20 leaders. COVID had started, very serious matter. Everybody met virtually because people were already very worried about how to travel. And all the top 20 leaders of the world, they got a briefing. I was sitting behind Prime Minister. And in the meeting, we were told, you know, COVID is going to be very bad. It will be almost as bad as Spanish flu 100 years ago. A lot of people are going to die. Many economies will go down. And the country about which the world should be worried most of all is India. Okay, this was a very, very serious, point which was made to the global leaders. And the reason it was made was a sense that, look, India does not have the health system. India does not have the medical system. We didn't have the social welfare system. Now, fast forward 3 years later, what happened? We were among the countries who managed to make the masks, the PPEs, all the medicines.
ನಿಖರ ಸುದ್ದಿ, ಸದಭಿರುಚಿಯ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ. ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಕಹಳೆ ನ್ಯೂಸ್.